Hello and welcome to a brand new edition of The Dish. I'm Katie Tush.
And I'm Stephanie Winerski.
And today, let's start off talking about Ellen on American Idol. She made her judging debut this past week, and she was very funny, cracking jokes the whole time. She had the whole audience of contestants behind her laughing at her on numerous occasions. And I think she did a great job. I think that there was so much hype about her coming on the show that I totally forgot about Paula. I forgot Paula was an original judge. I feel bad saying that because I liked Paula, but I think Ellen is good comedic relief there.
Well, the big thing about Paula is Paula's just nice to everybody. She's like, oh, great, just great song, you look great. Like, I mean, Ellen, I think the big thing about American Idol judges is they need one big name, and right now Simon Cowell is their big name. Yep. But next season, when he leaves, I think Ellen will successfully be able to carry the franchise into a new realm of judging.
That's true.
Although they definitely will need someone to pick up like Simon Cowell's like technical knowledge.
I agree.
Another person in the music industry. I mean, people are like, maybe Paula will come back next year. I don't think she's coming back, and I
don't think so either.
I don't know. I don't want to see her back either,
yeah,
to be honest.
I think Ellen's doing a good job. And there's been some talk about Ellen and Simon really not getting along, but what do you expect? Ellen makes people laugh for a living, and Simon constantly makes people cry for a living. I mean, needless to say, of course they're going to bump into each other, but when watching the show, I thought they were fine together. There weren't any big fights or outbreaks or anything, so I thought it was good.
I mean, it will be definitely interesting to see as the season progresses.
Absolutely.
Well, moving into our second story of the night, what Hollywood hunk is getting into trouble now? John Mayer, because of his mouth. Now, John Mayer has kind of been what people like to call one of Hollywood's biggest D-bags, per se. Recently, he dated Jennifer Aniston, he dated Jessica Simpson, he broke up with Jennifer Aniston, then broke up with Jessica Simpson, then got back together with them again and again. Forget the dating history. Let's talk about John Mayer and his inability to control his mouth. He had a Rolling Stone. He was on the cover of Rolling Stone, January issue. He made some comments about something I probably can't say on air, so I'm not going to. But let's just, it was very inappropriate. People were, John Mayer has a younger fan base.
Yes.
I wouldn't say, you know, it's the preteen era, but I would say,
probably teenagers.
You know, teenagers, high schoolers. You can't make those comments. Like, people are going to be buying that magazine. People are just, but more recently, he's been in an argument with Perez Hilton about, he dropped the N-word in an interview. Right. He called his male genitalia a white supremacist about saying why he never dates African-American women. Even though he finds them attractive, he says he just can't function in that region. Yeah. But it just, out of control.
I mean, like he's kind of a disgrace, you know, because he's a great artist. I mean, he was always one of my favorites. I love his music, but when he opens his mouth and says things like that, it really makes you kind of doubt him as an artist and as a person, and maybe it'll make people not want to buy his CDs or listen to his music. I don't know.
Which is terrible because he really is. I mean, he's from Connecticut. Like, we're both from Connecticut. Let's rep that. Like, but you're. I don't know how to say this without being like, but when you speak, you are like at all times, you know, doing publicity and for promotion for your music. And if you're going to go on comment and record and say those comments, and I mean, he did apologize for the comment. He was crying at some concert, but like, boo-hoo, like you shouldn't have said it in the first place.
Exactly.
And supposedly he kissed Perez Hilton, like that was online.
I did read that.
I mean, what is going on? Like, let's just talk about it. First of all, keep it in your pants. Second of all, keep your mouth shut. Like, think before you speak.
Stick to the music from now on, that's what I say. Just honestly stick to your guitar, stick to singing, that's what you're good at. Don't make stupid quotes like that in magazines. But speaking of music.
Yeah, moving on from D-Bag.
The new We Are the World video premiered during the Super Bowl, I think. And
right before the Olympics.
Olympics, that's right. And it's the 25th anniversary of when the first We Are the World collaboration came out. And this one included, I think, about 85 musical artists working together on it. There's, who did we have? Jennifer Hudson, Pink.
Celine Dion. I mean, like, that was quite the cast of people to get together. Vince Vaughn was in the back. I was
that's
like,
right.
Vince Vaughn, do you sing? Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Akon was in it.
Justin Bieber, the Jonas Brothers, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez. Like,
absolutely all the big stars you can think of were in this thing.
Like, they were just dropping names left and right. What, I thought it was good.
Me too. I liked it. I thought it was great for our generation, you know, because those are all people that we listen to on a daily basis. So putting them all together, I mean, it could only be good and something the audience would definitely enjoy.
Yeah, all the proceeds are like going for Haiti.
Right.
Although, the thing that's weird is, it was like the video itself was kind of weird. I would have maybe liked to see less like montage footage and more. I don't know, maybe everyone was like, oh, it's so artistically done. I don't.
It wasn't that artistic.
It was
right?
like shots of people like, let's
Yeah.
watch this person. A lot of those young artists had big shoes to fill, so I give them
Yes.
credit for stepping up.
Yeah,
and-
it was really artists of all ages. They had some people from the original
Yeah.
recording too. So.
And, of course, Michael Jackson was featured in there,
Yeah,
too.
that was a nice thing. It looked like Michael and Janet were doing a little duet together.
Yeah,
the way
that was
they
nice.
kind of put the two videos together there. So it was like a nice remembrance of him because that was his idea, right?
Right, he composed the song. And
Yeah.
It's a very pretty song. They did a nice
Yep.
job, and it will be a great way to raise some money.
Yeah.
Hollywood's obviously still being activists. Harmonies for Haiti was in Los Angeles this past week.
Mm-hmm.
A couple lesser-known artists just performing a concert for some fans. But, all's good. But,
Yeah.
I think that might be all that we have for this week. But until next time, BC, you've just been served
The dish.